Good morning, it's Dave at ATI Watch Reviews. Please hit that like button and please smash that subscribe button for more awesome watch content. Little wristwatch check. I've actually got my unbelievably thick Wish Do It RM homage, a beautiful rose gold homage with a really nice rubber band. It is absolutely too top heavy though, but just check that out. Definitely a blingy one. But today's video is a watch that I can't believe I didn't pick up earlier actually, because I think it just looks the bomb. I picked this up in Thailand, in Pattaya, a few weeks ago now, and I saw it and I thought, I've seen that watch before, but I've never picked it up, and I don't know why I've missed it. And basically, it's actually a 9-year-old watch. This is the GA-400HR-1A. It's your typical G-Shock spec, but it is the ANI digital models, and it's a negative digital, as you can see. Let's get straight into it then with the sizing. So I'm going to say that's a 51.5 overall diameter, a total thickness of 18.1 at the thickest part. That's where the wheel is basically. The body is only about 16 mil thick, so it's being increased significantly by this area here. And I'm going to say that's the end link to end link measurement, if you will, of 64.6, so it is massive. But this is only a 70-gram watch, so don't let that put you off. So let's get it weighed. So as you can see, it's just short of 75 grams, so it is actually 5 grams more than their stated 70 grams, but it is still super light. Now for sizing, it is on the bigger side. Absolutely, that end link to end link measurement, or the total length if you will, it is massive, but it's so light. And I'll just point out as well that because it has this kind of scroll wheel crown, because that actually does scroll the mechanism, it protrudes out a little bit on the right side. But if you wear it loose like me, and as I'll show you in a bit, it is very comfortable, and it's so light at 75 grams. You know, I wear every day a Mudmaster that's probably around 120 grams, 115 grams. I wear that all day long, and it's totally fine. And it has wings. This model doesn't have any wings, which many people will prefer. So for sizing, you're still going to want to have a big wrist. You're going to want to have at least 6.5 inch, in my opinion. But you do see some, you know, you see loads of people in Thailand wearing these watches that have tiny wrists, that have like 5 inches wrists, you know, that they pull them off. So definitely don't be put off by those specs. You can pull it off with smaller wrists if you want to. The crystal is just a mineral crystal. There is nothing special about it. This is not one of the higher end models. I'm going to be shortly showing you a sapphire crystal Mudmaster. This is not one, obviously. This is on the kind of entry level range of the G-Shocks. I picked this up for just over 100 quid. It's not in the standard lineup now in the UK. I'm just picking it up because I thought it looked so good in the red and black. One thing I'll say is that the crystal though, it is an absolute dust magnet. I don't know why. It just picks up so much dust in the corners and grease. So that's a little bit of a negative. But to be fair, with most Mudmasters, as you're wearing them and using them, you're going to get them dirtied up, really. So as long as you wash them fairly regularly, you should be fine. I really like the dial. Now, you can't see on this camera, you can't see the negative dial so great, but I can confirm when you're outside walking with it, it does look clear. Although right now you can't see it that great, but the negative is pretty good. It's not amazing, but it is pretty good. I'll just give you a close-up of the dial. I'll just scroll through some functions. It's got your standard world time stopwatch. So you can have dual times on this. Alarms, standard timer, that's your normal time. To use the scroll wheel crown, basically when you're on a setting, you look on alarm, you just select it like that. So you can select the different alarms, adjust it with the wheel. Timer, so again, set the time. It isn't a Bluetooth model. This is an older model, as I've said. But you still get your 200 meter water resist. Now, interestingly, the light I was hoping would do both the LEDs and the main analog display, but it doesn't. It only does the analog, sadly. Now, I think all of Casio's new watches must have the light for the LED or LCD dial and the analog dial. I think it's a joke that it doesn't do both. But this is a much older model, so I'm not going to hold it against them. The presentation overall is excellent, and it's what attracted me to the watch. As you can see, it has this beautiful red, this really punchy, vibrant red for the base of the band, and obviously on the bezel. It works excellently with the black, and then you've got some really light grey on the hands of the dial. It's a beautiful look, a very sporty look. I like it, that's why I picked it up. I didn't pick this watch up for anything else really, I just really did like the look of it. Moving on to the case back, you've got your standard stainless steel screw down case back. This is running the module 5398. The company that I bought it off put a really aggressive, strong, like warranty sticker on the back, and I just don't know why they've done that. It's too sticky and it spoiled the back of the watch, but anyway, I won't be selling it anytime soon. Now, coming onto the band, it is your standard resin plastic band by Casio. It's not your super supple rubber band. It has a lot of stiffness to it, and I like that. I don't like those very, very soft and supple rubber bands because I feel as though they don't support the watch properly. This watch is super light, so it's not difficult to support, but Casio do it really good with these bands. They're so comfortable. I like them. And around the kind of flanks of the watch where they would wrap around your wrist on the outside, it's very, very stiff here to support the head of the watch. So I really like this style, and probably my favourite type of band actually. But these are a light watch, so it's not difficult for them to do. The band is secured with screws, as you can see there. With some pins. Now, coming down the band, you do get a stainless steel buckle with dual tangs. I'm glad you do that because I don't like the single tang models. I think they're more secure with the dual tang. Let's get it on the wrist and check that out. It's got some wrist presence, but check that red and black. Oh, with a negative dial. It is absolutely stunning. For 100 quid, I think it's not bad. Very secure, very comfortable. I have got it loose. I've got 7¼ inch wrist. I have it on just a second setting, I could have it on the 3rd, but it's a little bit tight for me for what I prefer. I like it like this. It'd be a great weekend watch or a sports watch. Chilling down at the beach on holiday, that kind of thing. Knock it around. Bang it on things, no problem. So you can see how clear that dial looks there, the negative. When you're out, it does look pretty clear. But if you absolutely want, I mean, I think they do the watch in a non-negative, if you truly want it to have excellent legibility, but I love it in the stealthy negative. Very comfortable. Now I am going to be presenting shortly some 2025 models from G-Shocks. This is, as I've said, a much older model that I just had to pick up because I couldn't believe how beautiful that red and black looked. For comfort, it's 8 out of 10 for me. For value, it's also 8 out of 10. To improve this watch, undoubtedly, they could do the same watch essentially, but give us tough solar, give us Bluetooth, give us multiband. Now, I'm shortly going to be showing you a Mudmaster that has all those things, but it's significantly more expensive. 5 or 6 times more expensive. This is ultimately an entry-level model. So it doesn't have the carbon core and all that stuff. But it does have your 200 meter water resist, so you can easily go swimming. Heck, you can probably go diving with it too. I've checked it out, there is absolutely no lume on the 12 and 6 o'clock. But you have got, as I've said, the light, which is poor, but it does give you something. Overall, would I pick this thing up if I can get it on something, you know, like an import or whatever? Yes, I absolutely would. If you like the look of this thing and you want a simple, cheap Casio G-Shock watch that's got all the sports criteria for a simple entry-level model, no frills, no fuss, but quite interesting, with the scroll wheel crown and with just generally good settings and with a generally good basic feature set, then I absolutely do recommend this watch. Very comfortable, very glad I picked it up.